What's going on, great peoples? We are back at it with another update. Thank you guys for tuning in. Let's see what we got going on here. Well, let me run it back a little bit here. As y'all can see, I have conquered most of marijuana, so he's pretty much a thing of the past. Like I said, the next thing I got to look at is Mr. Norty. If you don't know what's going on, go back to some of the older videos, guys, and it'll catch you on up. As you can see, Mr. Belt Congo right here, he's just sitting back. Got all these troops right here instead of moving forward, wasting time. This is a lot of, we got to go. It's take 2 hours for these cars to get there. How long do you think it'll take this whole stack to get there? That'll take about 10 hours. So you have to get moving. You can't just sit back and wait. So that's why sometimes you'll see me just go past some of my teammates and go ahead and attack. It's not that I'm trying to steal the province. I'm trying to go ahead and get us advancing, because the more we're already behind in this game. We're literally, about to get slaughtered by some of the bigger coalitions, and it's just a matter of time. So while we have an opportunity to build, you can't just sit back and get relaxed because you're beating on the people that are close to you. You have to look at the whole map, the whole world map, and see who's getting bigger, who's getting stronger. And when you see that your competition is 3-4 times larger than you, you shouldn't be so relaxed. So this is just relaxed right here versus being aggressive and just going ahead and moving forward, which I find to be I find that to be very strange. Somebody said, why don't I just send some spies into Belgian Congo to see what he's talking about? Well, you don't want to do that, because if Belgian Congo finds out that I'm sending spies, that could be a conflict as well. Well, why are you sending spies and we're supposed to be on the same team? So you're not, I don't feel comfortable doing that way either. So my thing is, things will show itself in due time. So that's usually my strategy. As you can see, Mr. Norte, he's right here just relaxing. I'm going for it, y'all. I'm going for it. I'm going for it. We attacking Norte. Told y'all, I'm taking the gloves off. I told y'all, I'm taking the gloves off. So I'm not playing, guys. This is vengeance is mine. I had guys come on my page trying to sabotage me, trying to look at my YouTube and trying to throw me off my game. Let me tell you, that's why I call myself the master. Because I not only had to learn how to master the game, I had to master how to deal with third party as well. People that come on YouTube and things of that nature and try to learn and sabotage. So y'all just made me that much more sharper, that much more stronger, that much more smarter. I'm much more aware of how I need to do this now. And now I had to wait, guys. See, that's another thing. You got to be patient. I could have been posting some of these videos, but I had to be patient, guys. And I want you to see why I was being patient. So yes, we're about to attack Norte. We're going to give him no time to relax. We're going straight forward. As y'all can see, I got this stack right here coming towards me. We got no problem with that. We're just going to mobilize some troops to deal with that and knock out these one guy. He got one troop here, one troop here. We're going to take these guys out. Close this area out. Like I said, I don't like when it's concave. Reason why I'm tapping on these guys, I'm trying to see the connection here. It just seems like these guys are connected some kind of way. You got this large coalition here. You got another large coalition down here with Karens. Alright, the war with Norte will be beginning shortly. Well, actually, it's already beginning because we already mobilizing troops in his direction. I see a little opening right here. And I was able to mobilize all these troops. So I don't think Norte would be prepared. Like, he got one troop here, one troop here, one here, one here, one there. That's not enough troops. And he got the bulk of his troops is right here. And I'm able to do that probably because I got spies all over the place. So we're moving in. Still got my airplanes in the air, still functioning. Using my cars to get those provinces as quickly as possible. Same strategy, guys. I don't change my strategy. I use the same strategy. If it's not broke, why fix it? Trying to see if I could damage that airport before them planes get back, but I don't think I'll be able to do that. I love them airplanes, guys. As you can see, I got airplanes everywhere. If you don't have air support, you're in trouble. So let's speed this thing up just a little bit. I want y'all to see how we kind of start to advance. As you can see, I got a lot of troops right here. That's because I'm kind of concerned about Belgian Congo down there. It's just something concerning about Belgian Congo. So I just don't want to leave my area wide open over there. Which is something I shouldn't do anyway. But sometimes if you trust your coalition member, you may feel more apt to, send your troops into battle versus just trying to protect provinces that you think somebody may backdoor you or something. So, but I don't trust Belgian Congo. I don't trust that guy. I'm sorry. I don't trust him. But I'm doing pretty good here, guys. I'm keeping my front line. And I got a real nice chunky piece of land here that I can really build and start getting resources from. So I like where I'm at. But I'm also realistic because we're way behind in points, way behind in land and resources. So I have yet to really play with a team that understand you got to keep pushing and never get. Some people get comfortable, like they get to a certain point and it's like they think they doing this and that. It's like, no, you gotta keep pushing because you're gonna need way more than what you think you got as the battles intensify. As more players get kicked out, let me tell you guys how it works. As more players get kicked off this game, get defeated, you go from 500 players to maybe 250 players with like 50 AI. Then you go to about 100 players with like 20 AIs, and then you end up with about 20 players at some point. And all 20 players are very good. They have a big army. So your whole strategy and things of that nature has to change. And that's what a lot of people don't realize. Don't get comfortable. That's why you constantly see me building, constantly moving. Sitting still. Got to keep pushing. But I will say Western Cape has been doing a pretty good job on his end. Got to give him some credit. And I like the fact that he's here because it keeps this guy right here at bay. So I can respect that as well. So I can see why he's sitting there. But in general, guys like to sit back, and I don't get that. You got to move forward. I would not attack with 3 planes this large stack. That's how you lose your airplanes. Alright, let's see what we got. He said, my end goal is winning. Remember when he said that, guys? I said, now I do have a YouTube. I show other great players as well. So maybe later on we can discuss it. He said, my end goal is winning. He said, my coalition is probably going to split up. So will you be on my side? Perhaps we can invade your old coalition together. Really? Do y'all hear this guy? Now listen to this. Like I said, I want the Mediterranean coast so I could push down from the east of Africa and you from the west. Let me know if you want that. Like I said, I want the Mediterranean coast so I could push down from the east of Africa and you from the west. Let me know if you want that. Hell no. Hell no. What is this guy talking about? So basically, this guy is asking me to backdoor my coalition, team up with him, let him conquer the east side of Africa, and I get the west. Like, come on, man. What I look like, an idiot? I don't know what to say to this guy. Now, mind you guys, I'm talking to the #1 player in the game right now. So you got to keep that in mind. So my language has to be somewhat respectful, even though his demands or his request is really, it's like a soft bullying tactic. This guy's a bully. He's trying to bully me in a nice way. I didn't even know how to respond to that. Yeah, I think I wrote anything yet. So let's keep moving forward, seeing how this battle go. And you generally don't want to just not respond to someone with that kind of power, because that silence can be taken a certain way as well. So sometimes you have to think of what's the right question to ask. And he's tough, because that's a tough thing to do, is to bear down on me knowing that you have the advantage. I mean, that's slick. I mean, I can't really be too upset with it, but I wouldn't tell somebody. Me, that's not my tactic. If I'm stronger than you, I'm just going to outmaneuver you, and then, I don't have to ask you for anything. I'll just do it, and you'll see, hey, you just need to move accordingly. But he's telling me what he wants me to do, and I don't think that's smart. And truth be told, I am confused about his motives. So I'm just trying to learn what's going on up here. What's the deal? What's the relationship in this area? That's what I'm trying to figure out. How can I use maybe a war that's going on to my advantage? Things like that. Okay. So let's read this, guys. This should be interesting. I said, sure, but I can better assess the situation once you guys split. Right now, I'm a bit confused. He puts, I'll explain. USA is really bossy, but since I recruited everyone and we agreed to share the power, I feel like he is doing me wrong. I challenged him in the coalition in text and we argued, so now if things go south, I made a backup team. Me, Dalarna, Prussia, Nova Scotia are allied. And in case of war, Cairns agreed to remain neutral. He says, I haven't messaged Brazil and California since I can't risk them snitching. Okay, still don't know what that got to do with me and you trying to come down to Africa and me supposed to be getting rid of my coalition and all this and that. I don't see how all that ties in together. So I'm giving him very vague responses. I'm not giving anything really concrete. I'm letting him do most of the talking. Like when I say gotcha, well, I know I'm a small fry on this map, so I'll follow your lead. What lead? What does being a small fry, what does that mean? None of that really says anything, because I'm still confused about this guy, about Mr. William of Orange's motives. I'm still confused. This is the part of the game, guys, when this can really, really, really make or break you, because this can cause somebody to go to war with you. Or this can cause somebody to leave you alone and let you grow and get even stronger. So having good dialogue and just being smart about not getting too upset, especially when you're being soft bullied, it could cause you to get kind of annoyed and upset. Like, man, F you, man. You bullying me, man. You coward. Come get me. And then they end up coming to get you. So we don't want to do that. We want to be smart. We want to be psychological, methodical. Remember, I'm talking to the number one player on the map right now. So I'm not going to assume he's some idiot. I'm going to assume he has some skills in this game. I'm going to assume that. So he says, sure. And for you, where do you plan on moving next when you've taken out everyone in West Africa except Norte, of course. Pay attention to that, guys. Except Norte, of course. Now we're getting sticky. Now we're getting kind of nasty almost now. Now this has gotten to a point where I'm like, okay, why not Norte? Then he says, also tell your coalition members that I want the Mediterranean. So if they attack Norte, I will respond. Wow. 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 Okay, okay, Mr. William of Orange. That is amazing. That's amazing, guys. That is good stuff. Why not Norte? I know why. I know why. Because it has nothing to do with Norte. It has nothing to do with Norte. It has everything to do with the fact that Mr. Holstein Mecklenburg is very much connected with Mr. Cairns, who've already threatened me in this game, early in the game. So his language is very, very similar and it's interesting. He said, I told you that I want the Mediterranean. What? So what does that mean, guys? See what I mean, guys? That's pretty slick talk. But you're still not. What does that have to do with Norte? So I gotta dig into my psychological bag now, because this is like a weird request / demand. So I gotta really, he got me scratching my head a little bit, which is good. It's good stuff. So let me get this straight. You want me to tell my coalition to stop advancing and to not attack Norte? I'm already in the process of attacking Norte. Could you have some consideration for that, Your Highness Holstein Mecklenburg? With William of Orange? Could you have a little mercy on us and allow us to expand, Your Highness? So am I supposed to sit still until you make your move? Is that what you're asking me to do, Mr. William of Orange? William of Orange. Huh. Oh, okay. Your Highness. You see how these guys get when they get in first place and they got a little advantage? Turn into tyrants. Hey, let's move along. Let's move along. Move along. Okay, so this is what I sent. Just so we're clear, you want me to tell my coalition to stop advancing, to not attack Norte. I'm already in the process of attacking Norte, so should I pull back and sit still until you make your move? Is that what you're asking me to do, Mr. William of Orange? Fresh Orange. He must be from Florida. That didn't even make no sense. My bad, y'all. I was trying to be funny. That ain't make no sense. That didn't really. That was kind of corny. Sorry about that. Sorry. Trying to make y'all laugh a little bit. Alright, let's see. We're still expanding. Oh, and check this out, guys. This guy here is something else. This guy here is a piece of work. This is a piece of work right here. Now, he ain't even say much. I did all that right. Yes. Really? And guess what I wrote back to him? Did I write that? Let's see what I wrote back. This smart guy said yes. I just told you I'm already in the process of attacking Norte. You're asking me to just not play the game. That's what he's asking me to. He's asking me to just sit on my hands and to tell my coalition to do the same thing before I turn on my coalition. You know what that sound like, guys? That sound like either you're gonna commit suicide or we're gonna kill you. That's what that sounds like. That's what it sounds like when you're talking to an enemy. So he gets no response. And guess what we gonna do, guys? He said don't attack. Now he said don't attack Norte. As you can see, I'm already heading this way. But he said don't do it. What should I do, guys? Should I listen to Mr. William of Orange? Because he's in charge. He's the king. He's the king of England. Or or Europe. He's the king over there. And he made a decree to me. Mr. William of Orange, he made a decree. He told me I am not to touch Norte. That came from the king. Now I gotta let my team know, hey man, I just got threatened. This is what you do. You let your team know what's going on. That there's an enemy out here. See, I told my team exactly what he wanted me to do. I ain't gonna cheat I would never just. One thing about me, I have a certain morality about myself that I try to translate to the game. I'm not gonna do that in real life. I ain't finna do it on the game. I ain't backstabbing nobody. Now, it's one thing if you just weak and you can't protect yourself and stuff like that. That's different. But just to backstab a teammate that I've been in the foxhole with, no, absolutely not. We'll try to figure out a way that we all can get a deal where we all can stay in the game. But why would I make a deal to take my teammate out? No, that's weak. Why would I even want to play like that? What honor is in that? He wants to backstab you. He wants me to backstab you guys and help me come into East Africa. We need to hurry up and seal all the borders. Talking about Africa. He told me not to attack Norte or he will respond. I did not respond, but basically I will be attacking Norte now. He can kiss my mother. You know what? AZZZ. Y'all know what we talking about. And I said I got y'all covered. I got y'all back if y'all got mine. Front line action. That's what I had to say. Y'all hear me? And I'm talking to the number one player. I'm talking about the number one player in the game. So I was told not to attack Norte by the king, guys. That's what I was told. Now I'm about to be a little disobedient. I'm about to be disobedient. Yeah, I'm about to be a little disobedient. Now, I know my army is no match for the king's army. I know that. I know he has the manpower to squash me like a bug. But if he thinks I'm not going to get this area right here, and let him just come down here, Mr. Holstein, Mecklenburg got another thing coming. I'm going to just let you come to Africa over here. No. So what should I do in the meantime? Did I write? Remember, guys, he told me not to attack Norte. I'm being disobedient. Alright guys, well, I'm going to wrap this video up. I appreciate you guys tuning in. Please leave a comment if you have any questions. And like I said, I'm going to be following up with you guys right back with another video. Keep you guys loaded up. Keep you guys updated. And we're just catching up because this thing gets even more intense. Alright guys? So we're going to see what happened with Norte. And we're going to see how Mr. Mecklenburg, William of Orange, we'll see how he responds to my disobedience. Alright guys? Later.